Hello and a very happy Monday to everybody. I know, happy Monday. Who's happy about Monday? Honestly, my daughter was not happy about Monday, but I wasn't happy that she stayed up till 11 o'clock watching stuff on her telephone. So nobody was happy this morning. But a very happy Monday to everybody today. If you notice, I have something new on our board. We're going to do the cut on Wednesday. Why, Katie? Why are we going to do the cut? You have to go to the theater and watch it, and I've been trying to stick to stuff that could be streamed. Well, guess what? Now it can be. So we're going to find out where, and then we're going to watch the cut and talk about it Wednesday night this week. Remember, there is no chat tonight about Blood of My Blood because there was no new Blood of My Blood. But I do have some fun stuff pertaining to Blood of My Blood right here today. And we're going to start off with some behind the scenes, but we do have another excerpt from Diana on the book. So let's get going. And we're starting off with these fine folks. Look what nice gentlemen. They never cause any trouble. Well, I'm lying. But look at everybody all garbed up. This is good stuff. Outlander Forever says more behind the scenes pictures, reposts from Outlander stars, fully obsessed with them and the show they've brought to life. You know what? A lot of us really are enjoying it. You know, I was going to watch it anyway. I'm very much a dedicated loyalist when it comes to the universe of a series that I enjoy. Star Trek universe, Walking Dead universe. Watch them all. I do the same for Outlander. This universe has been brought to life so well. I've enjoyed it immensely. And I just cannot wait for this final episode of the season. Big stuff's going to happen. The trailer is already out. I'm not going to run through it. Spoiler free. Trying to stay spoiler free here for Blood of My Blood. But we do know that thing we've been waiting to happen. It's probably going to happen. So, we're going to have to watch that and talk about it next Monday. Also have this fun behind the scenes from Outlander. I think this is the same set of pictures, or would be with the same set of pictures, where we see Sam popping a wheelie on the like BMX bike, dirt bike, in the background. But here we got Katrina Balfe having a good time. She's ready for a swim, if I recall correctly. This is shared by Point Blank 1959. Sam Hune's happy birthday post to Katrina Balfe in 2018. As you can see, it's always something unusual and funny. And in case you missed it, October 4th was Katrina's birthday. So a very happy belated birthday to Katrina. Well, we already did her birthday on the 4th, but we're going to do it again because she deserves all the well wishes she could get. Moving right along to important information we need to know. This one was shared on Facebook by the Outlander Print Shop. This is a free virtual event, but you have to sign up. The virtual gathering October through December 2025. That's a long time. Outlander, Highlanders to Carolina. We got Annie McGowan. Okay, I'm terrible with the names. Y'all know it, so I'm going to do it. We have an author. We have a historian. We have a photographer. We have an author-in-chief. And if I scoot this up just a bit, we can see we also have an interpreter, another interpreter, and of course a podcaster, because aren't we all? Diana Gabaldon is a special guest. You can see here guides.wig.gov/Outlander. That's where you're going to want to go to register and check this stuff out. I doth believe I will be doing the same thing. So, yeah, we're going to check this out. That's really nice. I'm trying to go to different conventions. I like it. It's very convenient when they come to us because it saves on gas money. And speaking of that special guest, Diana put out yet another excerpt from her Blood of My Blood books. This one is, of course, not called Blood of My Blood, but we're going to read through it. She says, well, it will be 2 weeks between the 9th episode and the finale, which will be shown on October 10th. So here's a wee bit to help pass the time. She did post this earlier, but we had some important news that I wanted to share Saturday or Sunday, so I saved this for today. Excerpts from A Bird in the Hand, Book 1 of the Blood of My Blood prequel, copyright 2025, Diana Gabaldon. Ned was wheezing. Ellen heard the thickness in his throat. He let go of her slowly and coughed. You should go down to the kitchen. Have Glenna give you a nip of whiskey, my dear. I'll go and tell your brothers. She sniffed hard and wiped the back of her hand under her nose. Her body felt as though it was losing its shape, seeping out of its normal boundaries. No, she said. Her voice was hoarse, and she swallowed and said it again, louder, forcing words through the grief. No, I'll tell Coleman Dougal. Then you can talk to them about what comes next. She swallowed again. The lump in her throat wouldn't move. She saw with a sense of looking at someone else that her hands were shaking and pressed them into her skirts, taking brief comfort in the hard feel of her thighs beneath the cloth. "They are blood of my blood, and the three of us are one blood. It's my place to tell them." She could see from his face that he wanted to argue, so she turned her back on him and walked, stumbling only a little, towards the stone stairs, and then walked across the battlement that led to their family's tower, on the far side of the castle. She heard his steps behind her, but she straightened her back and walked faster, and the sound of his footsteps stopped. "What comes next?" she said. Her thoughts had been in pieces when she found her father, and still were, but one thing was clear. Ned had told her years ago that the English and the Scots in the lowland cried, "The king is dead, long live the king." Highlanders didn't do that, because the son of a chieftain might not be chief after him. He might, but he might not. The new chieftain of Clan Mackenzie wouldn't hold his office by right of blood, but only by the consent of the Tannists. And that's what and who would come next. The Tannists, the tacksmen of the clan, their henchmen with them, the landholders who held their land by oath to the clan, and the chief of the clan, who would gather their men and come to the funeral. I'm really sorry, but I have no idea how this is pronounced. Tiaklaka? Y'all let me know down below. One word, funeral. And her mother's death was upon her again. She had been 16 when her mother died, a woman, but not enough of one. The world had come apart then, and so had she. She hadn't seen how life could go on. "Mama," she whispered, and curled into herself, hands pressed against her heart. There was roaring in her ears, and she gave herself up, sinking to the cold stone floor. "Oh, Mama." It didn't last. As it always did, the bolt of grief struck like lightning and then was gone, leaving only a sense of scorching loss. Now, though, the loss was fresh again. But this was different, and she began to breathe again. Were they together now? Was her father with her mother? There was something in that thought, a crumb, maybe not quite comfort, but something. "If you're with Mamma now," she said aloud to her father, "may the Lord have pity on your soul when she finds out about I did. Oh, I'm sorry. She made a sound that was something between a laugh and a sob, and then she felt the faint touch of her mother's hand in the dark, stroking her hair, and she wept. The storm had passed. "Morantang, Mamad," she whispered. She sat for a few moments, breathing easy now. The tears stopped, and she found a kerchief and wiped her face and blew her nose. She was the eldest of the children of Jacob Mackenzie, and, until Colum took a wife, the lady of the castle. It was her duty and her right to see burying of their father. She rose to her feet, closed her eyes for a moment, then straightened, squared her shoulders, and went to do what must be done. And that is the end of the section. Let's see what picture Diana chose to share with this excerpt. The photo of a Pictish cross is from Wikimedia Commons, contributed by Gordon Hatton. All right, Creative Commons attributed, share alike 2.0. Pictish cross slab at Palermo Churchyard. Okay, and so there we go. There's a Pictish cross. Pictish cross. I can't say it, but you know what it says. It says it there. Very cool picture. Nice excerpt. Again, she's not giving us any spoilers or information we don't already know because we've seen the show. But they're going to do things very differently. And again, no parents of Claire in the books, so it'll be interesting. It really will. Now, more news coming here for our stars. The premiere date for the new Scottish show featuring an Outlander star has been announced. It's called The Ridge. And yes, I have way too many advertisements, but it says The Ridge, a psychological thriller series filmed between Scotland and New Zealand, will be available on streaming from October 21st on BBC iPlayer, and BBC Two will air the show from Thursday to October 23rd. It stars Scottish BAFTA winner and Outlander star Lauren Lyle as Mia, a woman fleeing addiction and leaving her professional life in tatters in Scotland after accepting a wedding invitation from her strange sister in New Zealand. So this looks to be something we may want to keep our eye out for and watch if the opportunity avails itself to you where you live. Could be good. You like a good psychological thriller? It's October. We should be doing, psychological thrillers, scary stuff. Not to be outdone with the new stuff coming department, Tobiasm fan shares this breaking rumor Tobias Menzies may be playing the next Batman villain. So excited. It says the crown Tobias Menzies set to play a major role in Batman 2. Matt Reeves' Batman 2 starring Robert Pattinson filming is set to begin in early spring 2026. So we probably won't have like lots of confirmation until they've confirmed things. But that'll be fun. He plays a great bad guy, okay? He really does. We enjoy his bad guyness on screen. It would be kind of cool to see him play an opposite Batman. We're going to have huge connections to Batman by the time this is all done, because between Sam being on Batman and then Tobias being on Batman, we need Katrina to go be Catwoman or something. Speaking of Miss Katrina, Balfe Nation shares this new behind the scenes photos of Katrina Balfe as Caitlin in The Cut. This is why we're going to watch it out today, and this is yesterday, or no, this is a week ago, on streaming services including Paramount. Also, checking Apple TV, Fandango, and Sky for more viewing options. So we should be able to watch it where we are. Minimal costs for most of us. I don't know. Some of you may still have to go rent it, but that's just the way it is with all these movies. Anytime I suggest something, I know in my region I'd be able to watch it, but not where everybody else is. So if you would like to join us on a chat about The Cut, you're going to have to email me right away, Katie at katiescornerinspace.com, to take one of 3 spots open for this chat. I could be talking to myself in all honesty, but we'll find out. If you've seen it, if you want to talk about it, whether you've been on one of our movie chats or episode chats or not, it doesn't matter. This is open to anybody who hears this message. So, first come, first serve. Email me right away. We'll get us set up and we will chat about Katrina's new movie. I'm really excited because the rest of the month is going to be like Hitchcock movies. We got the Rocky Horror Pictures. We got a list of movies to go through and see which ones we want to watch. But it's going to be a good time. Now, this has nothing to do with anybody's current stuff. This is an old picture of our Malcolm, but I wanted to share this because I thought it was pretty funny. This was shared by Audrey Uren's post, Uren. And Diana Gabaldon fans shares, decided to rewatch Kieran Peary Season 1. And who do I spy? Yes, in Kieran Peary Season 1. There we go, Malcolm. It's very fun. It has nothing to do with the rest of the video. I just thought that was fun and shared it. And Kathy thought it was fun, sent it to me, and I already saw it. So I was like, must be the universe trying to tell us we need to check out Kieran Peary Season 1 so we can watch Kieran Peary Season 2, which is airing right now. Check it out. Advertisement for Lauren. And a little throwback here, because I hadn't seen him in a while and I kind of miss him. So we got some Duncan LaCroix, point blank 1959, says, Duncan LaCroix, a character on and off stage, for sure. Yes, yeah, I have not seen him in person. I really haven't. But every clip that I see, he is goofy as all get out. I think he seems like a fun guy. I bet you know what? I bet you if he and John Bell were just like chilling out, they would cause some trouble. Throw in Stephen Cree and we're all in trouble. That would be my guess. But we've got some good throwback pictures here of Duncan just looking all Duncan like. He's well kept here. He's chilling out in the previous one, kind of having himself a drink. I wonder if he's using one of Sam's, drinks to drink, or if he's just out. It looks like he's just out. Who knows? They might serve Sassenach. I don't know. But he's just chilling out. That glass needs a washing though. Oh, that didn't even look like him. He's all shaved and studious looking. Well, very nice. Very well done. I like his cardigan too. More throwbacks, this time with Sam. This one surprised me, but we are all celebrating Sam's big Macbeth debut. And so there are some looking back at other stage performances he's done. We've mentioned Batman. Point Blank 1959 shared this one in anticipation of the premiere of Macbeth at the Royal Shakespeare Company this week. One of Sam Heughan's previous performances chosen randomly. Here, he's an abusive husband in Knives in Hens, 2005, so 20 years ago, at Tag Taverns Theatre, Edinburgh, with Rosalind Sidney as his wife. These are some great pictures. Look at that, like he's going to come at the camera. Wouldn't you like to see that? Anyway, coming at you, we have Sam Heughan. Oh, yeah, see, that one's tough. Can't imagine Sam doing that good acting. He looks like he's having a fairly physical row with his wife in this one. And, oh, now we've done the what? It looks like he's, hit rock bottom on there. It's never good when you're crawling on the floor without your shirt. It's just something's gone wrong in general in life. Now he's a vampire. That is what I thought here. I was like, is he playing a vampire? Because he's going to bite her neck. But no, it's just more of his stage performance in Knives and in Hens. And there we go. Final picture of that one. Looks like he's, again, playing a very different kind of character. Abusive husband is not something I can really picture him playing on a regular occasion. So we'll see him in Macbeth instead. Another little picture here of the distillery. It wasn't this picture I wanted to share, though. It was this one. Point Blank 1959 also shares this one. The king promoting his lucrative business. Well, these days, royalty can mean a lot of things. We call him the king of men because of Outlander, but now maybe he's the king of distilleries. Sam Hune's Instagram is the original place to find these pictures. It's good stuff, yes. And then just for fun, because I want to, this one is shared by Kathy Slavic. I know her. She's a nice lady. Which is, you got no extra information in here. But honestly, once you hear what they're talking about, you don't really need a big introduction here.
Can you talk about a scene that you did that you thought would be routine, but turned into something much, much more than you expected?
I have an answer for that. Then I'm going to take Katrina's answer probably.
I knew you were going to steal that.
We have the same one from season 1. The first week we went up to our Craig Nadoon location, and it's the scene where Claire is going up to pick the flowers, and she goes through the stones for the first time, and every single time it's kind of a magical place, and every single time we did that scene where she turns and she hears the stones for the first time, the wind would whip up, and it looks like we used a wind machine, but we didn't. It was magical, right?
No, it's Loch Rannoch where we film all the stones stuff. It definitely has a magical, ancient quality to it. And I feel like every scene we do up there turns into something really beautiful. We had a scene not that long ago, and we went up. I think we were starting at 7:30 in the morning, and the sun had just come up, and there was the most beautiful light dusting of snow everywhere, and the clouds were parting, and there's a beautiful mountain behind it called Schiehallion, and it was covered in snow, and it really, every time we go there, I think, it just takes our breath away.
And then the sun came out and melted the snow, and it turned to mud.
Yeah, so then the art department was running around with rice paper trying to make it look like there was still snow there.
And then all our stones blew away.
That's true.
So if Claire and Jamie had been successful in changing the future, how do you think Scotland would look like now?
I'll let Mr. Hewan answer that.
Wow, that's a good question.
That's a big question.
Well, obviously, after Culloden, there were the Highland clearances. The Highland culture was kind of eradicated. They banned the use of tartan, of this clan system, of playing of bagpipes, speaking Gaelic. So I guess, yeah, it would probably.
Would we have to subtitle you tonight?
You would. I'd be speaking fluently.
You'd be speaking Gaelic.
I would. Yeah, so I guess it would be a completely different Britain as well,
Tobias might not be here even.
Once again,
how does that work?
I just want to say I love Tobias. So I never kid someone unless I actually love them. So.
But I understand. Why wouldn't I be here? I don't understand.
Just saying you would have been wiped
as a
out.
mortal enemy of Scotland.
Oh, I see.
Maybe.
We would have taken you over. Maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Or as a filthy representative of the English. Yeah.
Well, actually, the Highland Army, they got really close to London and taking over the capital of Britain, and it was just kind of by chance, almost in a way that they didn't get all the way to London. It was some guy came up and told them there was a big army waiting for them, so the Scots ran away. But actually, there wasn't an army at all, so they could have gone straight
weirdly,
there.
my name Menzies is Scottish.
There is a Menzies Castle.
There's a Menzies Castle which we shot near. So I don't know which side of the argument the Mingers as it's known. Mingers clan was on. So a bit of research there for everyone if they want it.
Yeah, answers on
Will
a
be for
postcard.
part 2 tomorrow night. No, I'm kidding.
I want to know who you think, or who or what you think the dragonfly is and what it represents.
Oh, I had a theory about this. I can't remember what it was. I think it's, the dragonfly is caught in time in this piece of amber, and it's preserved, and it's lived through many centuries. And I think it's something, it's sort of Claire in a way, I think. She's a woman caught in time, traveling through centuries. That was a great theory.
So my question is, if your character had a theme song to describe themselves, what would it be and why?
I have mine. I sing it all the time on set because Claire's all she really does is put bandages on people. So you might not remember this song, but somewhere in the mid-noughties there was a band called Hot Hot Heat, and they had a song called Bandages, and that's my theme tune.
Oh,
Can you sing it?
Bandages,
Can you
bandages.
sing it now?
I can't sing it, no. We're in an Apple store. Someone's got iTunes. We can plug it on through.
this does go on. There's quite a bit more. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing it. But I don't know if I do the whole thing, I should have a different video for this. I say, what is my theme song? I would think is Pink. Let's get this party started. Coming up, so you better get this party started. Cause I'm a rock and roll kind of chick. Don't I wish. All right, folks, that is all I have for today. Nice little collection of stuff to get us started for Monday. Please, if you have not already, do check out the video from yesterday. I battled with myself on whether or not to record it, on whether or not to edit it, on whether or not to post it, on whether or not to make it members. Oh, I mean, like at every step, I was like, do I even share this? I don't know if I should. It kind of breaks one of my major rules, which is not to dig into people's personal life. But to be fair, somebody else did all the digging. I just did some sharing, and I tried to do it in as respectful a way as I could. So please do check out yesterday's video if you missed it. Also, do not forget, if you want to be a part of the cut discussion, you're going to have to, 1, watch the movie, and 2, email me at Katie at katiescornerinspace.com. Make sure that you let me know in the topic that it's about the cut chat and you'd like to be a part of it. This is, again, not limited to only the folks you've seen on here when I put out invitations for people to join me. It is a blanket invitation. I do prefer folks that, come here on a regular basis, so I kind of know who I'm talking to, but it's all right. I want all of us to get as many chances as we can to discuss the shows we love. That's what this channel was supposed to be about in the beginning, so we're gonna do that. And then when Blood of My Blood and Outlander are over, this channel will still have some meaning. So work with me, folks. If you'd like to talk about the cut, make sure you email me. To everybody, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If not, if you detested it immensely and still watched this far, well, thank you so much for the watch time hours. I really appreciate it. But give me a big old thumbs down and comment below either way. Of course, always a big thanks to my members and anybody who has contributed to this channel in any way. I really appreciate it. I got plans for this weekend. Those would not be happening if it weren't for you. I'm also in the middle of trying to change out my headlight has an issue. One of my headlights is wiggly, and we're trying to fix that. Going to the junkyard because I don't necessarily need an entire new headlight. It's the plastic backing the headlight is mounted to. The people who had the car before, they did something to it. We gotta redo it. So, wish me luck at the junkyard. If not, I will buy new headlights. But we're gonna try to get all set so I can go to Chicago this weekend for Chronicon. No, it is not a substance convention. It's actually a convention all about a production company called View Askew. You may have heard of it. Kevin Smith, you may have heard of him. So that's my plan for this weekend. Need to get those headlights out. Wish me luck. If you did not get enough Outlander information and are looking for more, again, I highly suggest the video I put out yesterday. But check out the playlist below. There's quite a few things. Just in case you missed something, there it all is. Do check out any of those videos. And of course, no matter what video you do choose, I'll see you there.